It's Wednesday, Klaus here. It's time for another basic Davinci Resolve tutorial.
Hello, Klaus here. It's Wednesday and time for yet another basic Davinci Resolve tutorial. In this episode, I'll show you how to do a super simple freeze frame effect. Actually, I don't think you can do this in any easier way than this, so let's get right to it. So to make this clip, you will need to have a clip which is on a tripod, or at least super steady and without movement. So in this case, I have a BMX rider doing a trick. And we're going to do a freeze frame effect into this, and it is so simple that you are going to think it's crazy, but it is just so simple. So what we need to do is we're going to push the Alt button and we're going to duplicate our clip, and we're going to do this 3 times or 4 times. We can do it as many as we want, but at least we need to have a bunch of copies on top of the original video 1 track. So the way we're doing this, we're just going to look through it and we're going to find the last frame we want to freeze. So for instance, here I want to make a freeze frame. I'm going to cut the clip so it's going to end right here. And then I'll go to, I can go with my arrow keys backwards and I'll find another spot where it would be very cool to have him freeze. So around here, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Again, selecting clip number 2 here, and again going backwards, and I think that would be an awesome place as well. So now we have made this simple little thing here, 3 freeze frames in this clip here. So if we run this right now, we're going to have a freeze frame here and here, and that's going to be good. So let's start to freeze frame the stuff. So the important thing is here to go up to the inspector and go into our speed change, which is here, and we're going to use this snow icon right here to make a freeze frame. So the important thing when you're doing the freeze frame is that you are at the beginning of the clip. Because if you, for instance, are here when you want to freeze frame this thing, I'm going to push the freeze frame. You see that it's going to make a cut into the clip, and it's starting the freeze frame from there. And that's not what we want. So I'm going to Control Z to change that. And I'm going to go to the beginning of the clip and select the clip. And then I'm going to push the snow icon. I'll do the same for the next layer. And I'll do the same for the top layer. So now I'm just going to select all of the clips right here, and I'll go into the composite mode, and I'm going to change the blend mode to darken, like that. And this is what we have. Super cool, super easy effect. I think this is the easiest effect in the world to make, but we could do a little more, I think. At least we could give it some kind of a grade or some kind of a look. So again, we could do this in a couple of ways. My favorite and easiest way to do a grade to the entire clip here is to go up to our effects library, go into the effects, and just take an adjustment clip and drag that down on top of everything and make sure that it's covering everything. And then just go into the color page. And we're now going to work just on the adjustment clip. And we could do a couple of things, but the super important thing here is if we're doing a grade for this effect, we're not going to make the colors too vivid or too poppy, because it should be kind of a contrasty look, because otherwise the effect is simply not going to work. So we are just going to do some super basic stuff. We could just take a film look LUT here and put that in, and that would give it some kind of a look. again, you can check out the different LUTs if you go up to the LUTs folder up here and go into your different looks. I do have different looks. So here we have a Blackmagic camera look. But for this little tutorial, we're just going to do a super basic grade ourselves using the saturation. And I think we could take out a little, or give it a little color. And then we could use the contrast, make it a little more contrasty like that. And we could change the temperature slightly. And also go into the tint and do a little thing as well there. For the lift, the gamma, and the gain, which is the lift is the shadows or the dark areas. We can, if we cross those, it will be dark, but we're going to lift the dark areas just a little bit so we are not crushing them. Something like that. The middle is, or the gamma is the middle part of the scopes here, and we can lift those or drag those down a little bit. I'm going to drag them down a little bit, and in the gain, I'm just going to lift it slightly, something like that. And if we want to see what we actually did, we could just go up here and click, and we can take off the grade. And I didn't do a lot, but just a little thing. So this is how you do a basic, super basic color grade on stock footage of a BMX guy and make a freeze frame effect. Super simple and super easy to pull off. Anybody can do this. So anyway, I do hope you found this video useful. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, share it with your friends if you think it would help them out. And if you want to be notified every time there's a new video on this channel, please hit that bell icon down in the corner. Until next time, keep filming, keep learning, and keep sharing.